On a bone up. What a Thanks for tuning in for tonight's matchup between Fargo Post 2 and Kindred. We'll go through the starting lineup shortly. Up to the plate now for Kindred. Pitcher Fisher Johnson. We've got one out in the top of the first. No runs, no hits. Cade Wesley flew out to center field in his first at-bat. Fisher Johnson now at the plate. Your three hitters, Sawyer Hesse. Batting cleanup is Gabe Iverson. Next is Max Bernier. Jeremy Knight. Here's a strike on Johnson. Jacob Pearson, Jonah Larson rounding out Kindred's lineup. Braden Olson. Strike two swinging for Johnson. Inside for ball two. Counts 2-2. Johnson fouls that down the third of the baseline. Drew Calbus on the mound today for Post 2. Johnson's going to fly that over shortstop Cole Stimson's head in a left center field for a single.
Now, bat number 3, Sawyer Hess.
Next up to the plate for Kindred.
You don't think he had
First
hops
baseman
enough?
Sawyer Hess.
You didn't think those hops were good enough to...
I know Cole likes to hit the gym pretty hard, but I don't think he's got a 35 to 50 inch vertical out there, but
Wow.
it was a solid attempt.
Yes, sir.
Calbus high for ball one.
Can you read that?
One and one the count on Sawyer Hess. There goes the runner to second. Nice throw. Not in time. He's going to be safe. Throw was spot on by Miller, but just not there in time.
That was a great throw by Miller.
Calbus throws that outside. Counts 3-1. Ball four for Sawyer. Runners at first and second now here in the top of the first with one out. Next to the plate, your four hitter for Kindred, Gabe Iverson. Strike one on Iverson. Just got the corner. Counts 0-2 on Iverson. Swings for strike three. That's Calbus's first K of the night.
After the strikeout, brings up number 7, Max Bernier. Devin, my record, please come off the press
Max fouls that away. Brings the count to 0-2. 2 outs, runners on first and second here in the top of the first. High for ball one. And it's going to be low for ball two. 2-2. Max is going to drop that in the left field for a single. Let's see. Oh, misplayed by Che. That's going to score one. They're going to hold runners at 3. Max is going to get a double on the air in left field.
Now, bat number 17, Jeremy Knight.
Next up to the plate for Kindred, number 17, Jeremy Knight, your center fielder. Knight's going to ground that to the second baseman, who's going to throw to first baseman George Giobris, and end the inning on 2 hits with 1 run. Kindred takes the lead here after the top of 1-0. Bottom of the first here for post 2. Let's run through the lineup here. Leading off, your shortstop, Cole Stimpson, batting second. Second baseman, Elliot Butenhoff. Excuse me, your third baseman. Batting third, Isaac Mossbrucker at DH. Fourth is going to be Cohen Gephardt. Pitch to Stimpson. It's low for a ball. Fifth, your left fielder, Che Peasland. Sixth, your right fielder, Colin Holt. Skylar Burker comes in after that. Cole's going to drop that into left center field for a single. Well hit ball. He's going to hold there at first base with a leadoff single. After Burkhardt is your catcher, Liam Miller. George Giobris, your first baseman, and Drew Calbus. Coming to the plate now with Cole on first. Here at the bottom of first with no outs, your third baseman, Elliot Butenhoff. Elliot's going to foul that back behind home plate. Simpson's going to try to steal second, but it's going to be irrelevant here as Boonhoff takes it in the left rib cage. That's going to put runners on first and second with no outs. I don't know if you can see this home, but it seems the Post 2 Bombers decided to go the store-bought dye route and bleach some of their hair for a team bonding event. Can't go wrong with that. Always looks good. Ball one on Mossberger.
It would seem, though, that not all of them have
I've gone that way.
partaken.
You know, maybe it's for the best. Maybe the store ran out of bleach. Somebody might have dodged a bullet on this one.
One can only hope. One can only hope.
2-0 on Mossberger. Mossberger's going to hit that towards short, but it's going to get through. They're going to send Stimson around third into the plate. Here's the throw going to the cutoff. It's not going to be in time. Stimson slides in. They miss Butenhoff coming off quick at second, who's going to advance to third. Mossberger with an RBI single. We got runners at first and third now with no outs here in the bottom of the first.
Stimson with some really dirty white pants right out of the gate.
Mom's got to love the dirty white pants. Every time. Next to the plate for Post 2, Cohen Gephardt. Gephardt shows bunt. Holds off. That ball is going to get away from the catcher. That's going to allow Butenhoff to score. Mossberger advances to second. Count's going to be 0-1 on Gephardt with no outs here in the bottom of the first. Gephardt fouls that hard towards the dugout. Count's going to be 1-1. In for strike two. Two and two here on Gephardt. Here's a pitch from Johnson. That just about in. If he decides not to move, he's getting a free base there. Full count. Umpire is going to decide to call that a low strike, which is going to send Gephardt back to the dugout and give Kindred its first out here in the bottom of the first. Next to the plate, your left fielder and batting fifth, Che Peasland. That's in for strike one. Che's going to line that into right center field for at least a single. Let's see if they goes for two. He is rounding first hard. That's going to score Mossberger. Peasland's going to be in the second with a stand-up double. Still one out here in the bottom of the first. Next to bat for Post 2, your right fielder, Colin Holt. Holt fouls that out for strike one. Holt flies that into left field. Left fielder's trucking in, but is going to misplay it. That was a tough play. Collins going to get in a second. They're going to send Peaslin in. That's going to bring the score 4-1.
Honestly, I always admire when an outfielder is willing to make a risky play on a ball. I know sometimes it doesn't quite work out there, and you may give up an extra base, but, you know, they grow, they get stronger. Pretty soon they're making those plays, so I like the effort.
Yeah, you know, you can't knock him for trying. I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to make that play. If he doesn't, at least he'll make the attempt to dive there, and I think it grabbed him in the glove, but he just wasn't able to hang on to it. Kindred coached the mound and talked to Johnson here after giving up 4 hits and 4 runs in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Skylar Burkhart, outside for ball 1. Skylar hits that into center field. That should be for out number 2. Holt stays at second. Next to the play for post 2, number 12, and your catcher, Liam Miller. Outside curveball for ball 1 from Johnson. Strike 1 on Miller. Swing and strike 2. Counts 2-2 on Miller. That's going to be in the dirt for ball 3. Gets away from Max Bernier. And Colin Holt's able to get to third base. Full count here on Miller with 2 outs. It's going to be strike 3 on Miller. That's going to end the inning. Bombers almost get through the lineup, but are able to produce 4 runs on 4 hits. Score 4-1 here after 1. Top of the second here at Jack. That's going to be ball one. Jacob Pearson is your first batter, your right fielder from Kindred today. That's a swing and a miss for strike one.
So this is the first in our doubleheader series here this evening at Jack Williams. These are conference matchups today. Both these games will count for the teams in their state standings as they head into the state tournament next weekend.
State tournament in Jamestown, North Dakota next weekend. Hopefully the weather's good. We didn't think we were going to get today's game in with the look of the forecast, but it turned out to be a pretty good day.
Yeah, it sure did. A few sprinkles, sun's come out. I mean, the flag is not moving at all.
And it ain't snowing.
And it's not snowing.
2-2 the count on Pearson. That's going to be a called strike three.
After the strikeout brings up number 16, Jonah Larson.
Next up for Kindred, your left fielder, number 16, Jonah Larson. Here's the pitch from Calvis. That's going to be a ball. Two and on Larson.
Calvis's pitch is looking just a little bit low. Right
Indeed.
now, needs to get those up. Now that's up, but a little out on this one.
That's going to put Pearson on first here. It's Calvis's first walk. Next to the plate for Kindred, number 13, second baseman Braden Olson. Calvis the throw over to first. Strike one on Olson. It's high on ball one. Calvis keeping an eye on Jonah Larson over there. Olson with a swing and a miss. Counts 1-2. The pitch from Calvis is going to stay fair down to third base. Butenhoff makes the throw to Giober in time. That's going to push up Larson to second.
Brings up the top fielder. Now batting number 12, Kate Westy.
Two outs now here in the top of the second. Kindred back to the top of the lineup. It's going to bring up number 12 and shortstop Caden Westby. Strike one on Westby. Strike two on Westby. Calvis gets ahead here. What do you think about that, Jess? Good talk. Good talk. All right.
I think it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it is. Let's see what he does here. That's going to be inside for ball one. Westby's going to fly that out to third baseman Butenhoff, who makes the play and is going to end the inning.
And to the top of the second, Kindred gets 1 hit with 1 on base.
One hit for Kindred in the top of the second here. No runs scored. Scores 4-1. Fargo Bombers. Bottom of the second here in Fargo, next to the plate, George Giobris. Giobris is going to foul that down the third baseline and out of play. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in tonight, especially the grandmothers watching their grandkids today. Always good that if you're not here in town, you get to watch online. That's pretty amazing. 2025 is good times. Giobris is going to foul that one down third base again. That's going to be ball one on Giobris. Two and two. It's going to be strike three on Giobris. That's going to bring us back to the top of the order here. Next to the plate, shortstop Cole Stimpson, who singled in his first at-bat tonight. First pitch fastball. Cole's going to ground that to short. That's going to be a tough throw, and Cole's going to beat that throw out. Time in the gym for Stimpson starting to pay off as he's able to wheel that one out to first. Next to the plate, third baseman Elliot Butenhoff, who was hit by a pitch in the first inning. Johnson's pitch in for strike one. Butenhoff's going to fly that out to left field. That's going to be a routine play for out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. Stimson still at first. Next to the plate, your DH, Elliot Mossbrucker, who singled in his first at-bat. Johnson over to first to make sure to hold Stimson over there. It's going to be low ball on Mossbrucker for 1-0. That's going to be 1-1. Some great pictures floating around from the dye event at the makeshift salon, I believe, over at the Mossbrucker house yesterday. Lots of bleached hair going on with this Post 2 team. It's going to be outside. Counts 2-1 on Mossbrucker. Mossbrucker, hard hit ball to shortstop, who just tosses it over to second base to end the inning. On no runs on one hit there. Score still 4-1 Bombers. Going to the bottom of the third here shortly.
We'll give pitch counts here through 2 innings. Drew Calvis, who is heading back out to the mound here for the Bombers in the top of the third inning, is looking at a total of 39 on his pitch count. And Fisher Johnson on the mound for Kindred is at 37 through 2 complete.
Welcome back to the top of the third here. Jack Williams, score 4-1, Fargo over Kindred. Next up to the plate, number 23 in your pitcher, Fisher Johnson. Cabas throws ball 1. Johnson's going to foul that away for strike 1. This throws that. Just must have got the corner there for strike 2 on Johnson. Johnson's going to hit a fly ball to center field. Gephardt here to make the play for the first out here in the top of the third.
Now batting, third base, number 3, Sawyer Hess.
Next up to the plate, first baseman Sawyer Hess. Sawyer with a single in his first at bat here is going to take strike 1. Foul that away for strike 2. Fouls that away. Counts 0-2. Calvis with his second K of the night sends Hess back to the dugout. Next up to the plate for Kindred, third baseman Gabe Iverson, who struck out in his last at bat. Iverson's going to send that ball to shortstop Cole Stimson, who makes a running play. Is able to get the throw there in time to end the inning. No hits, no runs for Kindred here in the top of the third. Score till 4-1 Bombers. Welcome back to the bottom of the third here. Leading off the bottom of the third here, it's going to be your center fielder, Cohen Gephardt. Cohen struck out in his first at bat here. Oh, for ball one.
I mean, if I'm here for commentary, I will say that first strikeout, that strike three pitch he took looking was...
It was
maybe a little
questionable, but he's
low.
going to line that into center field. That's going to get over the center fielder's head and drift dang near the wall. He's going to hit second and not stop there as he makes the run to third, and the cutoff's not going to matter in the third for a stand-up triple. Great deep hit by Gephardt there. Next up to the plate, your left fielder, Che Peasland, who inherits a runner at third and no outs here. Outside for ball one. High for ball two. Ball three. Count 3-0 here on Peasland, so he's going to look at this one regardless. Strike one on Peasland. Peasland doubled in his last at bat here, so let's see if he can do something. He's going to take a walk to first, which is going to put runners at first and third with no outs, and bring up right fielder Colin Holt. Colt singled in his first at bat. We'll see how quick they decide to send Peasel in a second here. Holtz might drop that into left field, and he does. That's going to score Gephardt. Peasland's going to come to third. Holt's going to get in a second base with a double.
Now batting, number 25, Skyler Burghardt.
Next up to the plate for Fargo Post 2, Skyler Burkhardt, who popped out in his first at bat. He's going to take strike one. That's going to be ball one, but it's going to get away from catcher. That's going to score Peasland. Holt advances to second on the wild pitch. Score now 6-1. Still with no outs here in the bottom of the third. Count 1-1 on Burkhardt. Taking a quick break here to get that home plate looking spick and span. Can't call strikes if you can't see it. Fisher outside ball 2. Burkhardt lines to short. It's going to be out number 1.
He'll drive a run on that, though. So
That's going to bring it to 7-1.
Be out, but with the RBI.
Next up to the plate, your catcher and music aficionado with the Red Hot Chili Peppers walk-up music, Liam Miller, who's going to swing at strike 1. Great walk-up song for this team.
Great walk-up song. Well, for Liam, but for the team.
I got to say the diversity of the music on this team is phenomenal. Everything from some hip-hop I don't know to Journey to Red Hot Chili Peppers. These guys, they got it all. Miller's going to drop that into left. That's going to carry. It's not. It's not going to carry. Cade Westby makes a great catch over his shoulder running into left field for out number 2. Two outs now in the bottom of the third. Brings up your first baseman, George Giobris, who struck out in his last at bat. He is going to take first base and get hit by a pitch here. Two outs here in the bottom of the third. We're back to the top of the order as shortstop Cole Stimson comes to the plate. Cole 2 for 2 on the night with 2 singles. He's got Giobris at first, 2 outs.
See if he tacks on.
It's going to be in for strike 1. I thought that pitch looked pretty good. That's going to be ball 1. 1-1 count on Stimson.
I mean, it looked like it was coming in, but the pitcher had some movement on that.
It's a good curveball. Stimson's going to hit that into the gap. Shortstop's going to make the play. They're not able to get the force at second there. So Stimson's going to get to first base on the single. That pushes up Giobris to second. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Next to the plate, 13, Elliot Butenhoff. That's going to get away from catcher Max Bernier. Are you sure he's not French?
I think it's French, but I think it's still... pronounce Bernier?
Tomato, tomato, honey. Either way, Giorbris goes to third. Stimson advances to second on the wild pitch.
Trying to help you out.
Hard hit ball foul from Butenhoff down the third baseline. It's going to be outside for ball 2. Here's a pitch from Johnson. Hard hit down third base again from Butenhoff. 2-2. Butenhoff battling here with his third foul ball. Count's still 2-2. That's going to get away from the catcher again. That's going to score Giorbris. Advances Stimson to third on the wild pitch. That's going to be 8 runs now for Bombers to Kindred's 1. Butenhoff still in the box with a full count and a runner on third, 2 outs. Fouls it away again. Butenhoff's going to rake that down to left field. That's going to, oh, great.
Great catch.
That was a great catch by a left fielder, Jeremy Knight. He has a hard hit ball to left there. He was in a full run to make that play.
I think it's actually Jonah Larson out there in left field. I think
you'd be correct. Jonah Larson would be in left field.
Gotta give the boy props.
Yeah, that was a great catch. Great catch, Jonah. 3 complete here at Jack Williams. Bombers 8, Kindred 1. We'll go to the top of the 4th here shortly.
So I'm back, and I'll take you through our pitch counts here through 3. Calvis returning to the mound in the top of 4 here for the Fargo Bombers. His pitch count, though, through 3 complete is at 49. Fisher Johnson through 3 complete, 63.
Top of the 4th with Drew Calvis still on the mound. Max Bernier, or Bernier if I'm mispronouncing that, at the plate. Singled in his last at bat. Almost hit by a pitch there.
Yeah, Calvis coming in pretty tight on that one.
Coming in hot. Bernier fouls that away. Pop that up. That's going to be easily fielded by Calvis for out number 1 here in the top of the 4th. Next to the plate, center fielder Jeremy Knight. Calvis's pitch in there for a strike. Knight's going to drop that in a center field for a single. One out here in the top of the fourth with Knight on first now. Brings to the plate Jacob Pearson. Jacob struck out in his last at-bat. He inherits a runner at first. See if Kindred can get something going. Swinging strike one. Strike two. The throw down to first.
Looking for that back pick, not quite in time.
No, good throw by Miller.
But I like it. I like to see some aggressive plays there for the catcher on some of those back pick opportunities first.
That's going to get away from Miller.
That's going to get away
at second. Pearson's going to pop that out to right for out number two. It's going to hold Knight at second.
Now batting number 16, Jonah Larson.
Pearson's pop out brings Jonah Larson to the plate, the left fielder, who made that great catch to end the last inning. Larson with a walk in his last at bat. He's going to look at strike one.
Larson's putting a lot of energy in his field play out there.
That he does.
Made some nice attempts and some nice plays out there in left field.
Not going to work for him here at the plate, though. He's going to send that ground ball to second base. Jobers makes the catch. That'll end the inning. No runs for Kindred here at the top of the fourth. 8-1 as we go to the bottom. Welcome back to the bottom of the fourth. Bombers up 8-1 over Kindred. Next up to the plate, the three-hitter, Isaac Mossbrucker, who grounded out in his last at-bat. Fisher's still on the mound for Kindred as he throws strike one. Excuse me, Fisher Johnson still on the mound for Kindred. 1-1 here on Mossbrucker. Isaac's going to hit that down to third base line. He can't quite make the catch, but he's still going to make the throw in time for out number 1.
Now batting, number 11, Cohen Gebhardt.
It's going to bring to the plate your 4-hitter, center fielder Cohen Gebhardt, who tripled in his last at-bat. Hit that ball well over the center fielder's head. Johnson sent a curveball in for strike 1. Gephardt's going to hit that well into the air. Second baseman's going to come in to make that play for out number 2. Next to the plate, left fielder Che Peaslin, who walked in his last at-bat. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Fisher throws strike 1. It's going to be low for ball 1. Peaslin's going to hit that ground ball to shortstop, who's going to throw in time for out number 3. I believe that was the quickest half inning we've had here at Jack tonight. No hits, no runs in the bottom of the 4th for Fargo. Score still 8-1. We're back for the top of the 5th between Kindred and the Fargo Post 2 Bombers.
Quick update on our pitch counts through 4 complete here. Let's see. I'm on the wrong spot to even be able to share that. Calvis.
Well, we look forward to hearing that information. All 13 viewers.
Through 4.
There we go.
62 through 4, and Fisher Johnson is 71 through 4 complete.
Calvis has a 1-1 count here on Braden, who grounded out in his last at bat. That's going to be strike 2. 75 degrees here in Fargo. Not a hint of wind. Pretty darn good night for baseball. That's going to be strike 3. And K number 3 for Calvis. Back to the top of the lineup here for Kindred. Shortstop Cade Westby comes to the plate, who popped out in his last at bat. Here's the pitch from Gowles. That's going to get away from catcher Miller to the backstop. Count 2-0. Three and 0 the count on Westby. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk for Calbus. That sends Westby to first. Fisher Johnson, Kindred's pitcher, who popped out in his last at bat, is next up here with 1 out and a runner on first. Here's the pitch from Calbus. Ball 1. Count 1-1 on Johnson here.
Go down.
He's going to foul that away for strike 2. That's going to go outside for ball 2. 2-2 on Johnson. Westby at first. Foul down the third baseline. And that one hit well up in the air. Butenhoff goes over to make the play in foul territory. Great catch by third baseman Elliot Butenhoff. It's going to be 2 outs now. Out to the mound for a quick chat with Calbus, who is going to be done for the day. 3 hits, 1 run. Great outing here for Calbus through 4 2/3.
76 pitches.
Looks like we're going to go to Mossbrucker here.
Through 4 2/3 for Calbus.
3 walks, 4 strikeouts. We'll let Mossbrucker warm up here, see what he can do as he inherits a runner at first with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Welcome back here to the top of the fifth. Kindred has 2 outs. Mossbrucker in the pitch for post 2. Here's his first pitch. It's going to be strike 1. Kindred is gonna send their runner on first to second, but Sawyer ends up getting hit by a pitch here. Next to the plate, the 4-hitter for Kindred, Gabe Iverson, who grounded out in his last at bat. He comes at the plate with 2 outs with the runners at first and second. Strike 1 on Iverson. One and one. Iverson swings at strike 2. Iverson's going to foul that one down the third baseline. Counts 1 and 2. Iverson's going to pop that down the third baseline. Third baseman Elliot Butenhoff catches that in foul territory for out number 3. Kindred strands 2 in that inning.
No runs on no hits and 2 left on base.
No runs and no hits for Kindred as we go to the bottom of the 5th here. Bombers 8, Kindred 1. Bottom of the 5th here as the Bombers come to the plate. Colin Holt with a double in his last at-bat is going to take strike 1. Now pitching for Kindred is number 12, Cade Westby, who's going to throw ball 1. Westby outside for ball 2. Holt's going to swing at that for strike 2. Hard hit ball to first, but he's going to field it. Walk over to the bag and for out number 1.
Now batting.
Next to the
25,
plate,
Skyler Burkhart.
second baseman Skyler Burkhart grounded out his last at bat. Westby throws that in for strike one. Strike two on Burkhart. Burkhart's going to hit that in the gap. Gets over the third baseman's head. Left fielder Jonah Larson, who's made some great plays out there, is going to misplay that ball. That allows Burkhart to take second.
Now batting number 12, Liam Miller.
One out here in the bottom of the fifth. Brings to the plate catcher Liam Miller. Williams going to hit a fly ball to center field. That's going to get tracked down for out number 2. That leaves Burkhart at second. And brings to the plate first baseman George Giobris. First pitch, strike one on Giobris. One and one. High ball 2. Giobris flies that to to the deep infield. That's going to be out number 3, made by the shortstop from Kindred. No runs on one hit for the Bombers. 8-1 as we go here to the top of the 6th. Top of the 6th here in Fargo. Mossbrucker on the mound again for post 2 as he throws strike 1 on the 5-hitter Max Bernier. Max is going to foul that out of play for strike 2. Max popped out in his last at bat. Max is going to look at that for strike 3.
Now batting, 17, Jeremy, 9.
Next to the plate for Kindred, center fielder Jeremy Knight. Knight grounds that to second baseman Skylar Burkhardt, who's not quite able to make that play. Hops right above his glove on a bounce.
Now batting, number 11, Jacob Pearson.
It's going to bring up right fielder Jacob Pearson. So Knight on first as Pearson comes to the plate with a 1 out here. Pearson's going to hit that into left field. Left fielder Chapey's on fields that. That's going to push up Knight to second as Pearson gets to first on a single.
After the single brings up number 16, Jonah Larson.
Next to the plate for Kindred, left fielder Jonah Larson. Larson walked in his last at-bat. Comes to the plate with a 1 out and runners at first and second. Mossbacher throws a wild pitch that is going to be well out of the glove reach of Liam Miller. That's going to move runners up now to second and third with 1 out. Mossberger's pitch not quite to be able to field by Giobris, but he runs to first. Is he going to be able to get the play in time? He's not. They're going to call him safe. Burkhardt's throw to Mossberger just not in time. That was a close play, a close call by the umpire.
Number 13, Braden Olsen.
Brings to the plate the 9-hitter, Braden Olsen, who struck out in his last at bat. We still got 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Runners at first and third. Kindred able to advance a runner on that last play, which brings the score to 8-2. Strike 2 on Olsen. Olsen has to get out of the way of that pitch for ball 1. Olsen's going to strike out there for out number 2. It's going to bring to the plate pitcher Cade Westby. Walked in his last at bat. Runner still at first and third with 2 outs. Mossbrucker's pitch high for ball 1. Westby's going to hit a line drive to shortstop Cole Stimpson, who makes the play for out number 3.
In the top of the 6th, Kindred gets 1 run on 2 hits with 1 Fargo error.
Kindred ends up with 1 run on 2 hits after the top of the 6th. Score now 8-2. We'll be back with the bottom here shortly. Back for the bottom of the sixth as Fargo post 2 comes to the plate. Top of the order here. Shortstop Cole Stimson looks at ball 1. It's going to look at ball 2 there. Cole 3 for 3 on the night. Know the count. That's going to be strike 1, count 3-1. Five-pitch walk on Stimson as he takes first. It's going to bring up Elliot Butenhoff. Strike 1 on Butenhoff. Butenhoff's going to pop that up to shortstop. He's going to make the throw as Cole is well off the bag there. Throw not quite accurate enough to get that second out. Stimson pretty lucky on that one. One out now brings Isaac Mossberger to play your pitcher. Mossberger is going to hammer a ball to left field. That's going to go over the left fielder's head up against the wall. Stimson around second. I think they'll send him here. Nope, they're going to hold him. Mossberger into second base with a double. Stimson at third, Mossberger at second with one out. Brings the four-hitter Cohen Gephardt to the plate. Gephardt popped out in his last at-bat. He's got runners in scoring position here. Gephardt's going to hit that to right field, and it is going to carry over the right fielder's head. It's going to score Stimson as Gephardt rounds second. In the third, that's going to score Mossberger. 2-run score on Gephardt's triple, the second of the night. Score is now going to be 10-2 here in the bottom of the sixth. One out still brings left fielder Che Peasland to the plate. Strike one curveball on Peasland. Outside ball one. And that's inside for ball two. Peasland fouls that down the third baseline for strike two. That'll bring the count full on Peasland. Peasland hits it in the gap. That's going to score Gephardt. That is going to bring the score to 11-2.
Now batting, number 24, Colin Holt.
Right fielder Colin Holt comes to the plate with Peaslin on first. Colin grounded out in his last at bat here. He's got one out. He's going to hit that into right field. That's going to get past the first baseman. That's going to get Peaslin as he rounds second, but here they're going to hold him there. So Holt with a single and a right. Pushes up Peaslin to second. That's going to bring up your second baseman, Skyler Burkhart.
Batting number 25, Skyler Burkhart.
Burkhart on that first pitch is going to drop that into shallow center field. They're going to bring Peaslin around third. He should have no problem scoring here. 12-2. And with the 10-run rule after 5 innings, that's going to give the Bombers the win here. Kindred's going to end up with 5 hits, 2 runs, and 2 errors. Fargo Bombers, 12 runs on 13 hits with 2 errors. Thanks for joining us tonight. Game 2 will be coming up shortly.